Welcome to the Book Club podcast. You're listening to the audiobook edition of Becoming Her: How to Stand Out in a World Full of Beautiful Women
by Kamiko Chamo.
If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future chapters or upcoming book releases. This book is also available on Amazon in both paperback and Kindle formats if you'd like your own copy to read along or take notes. Now, let's begin today's chapter. Chapter 6. The Aura Effect. How energy speaks before you do. Before a word is spoken, before a gesture is made, your energy has already introduced you. It moves ahead of you, shaping perception, setting tone, and silently communicating who you are. This is the aura effect, the unseen field of energy that tells your story before your voice does. It's what makes people turn their heads when you enter a room without effort or explanation. It's the way confidence feels before it's expressed, and the reason some women can command attention in silence. Every woman carries an energetic signature. It's written not in makeup, clothing, or words, but in vibration, the subtle interplay of thoughts, emotions, and intentions that surround her. When you understand and refine this energy, you no longer chase validation. You attract alignment. Understanding vibrational presence. Vibrational presence is the silent introduction that arrives before your words, your outfit, or your smile. It is the felt sense of you that reaches people first, a subtle frequency shaped by your thoughts, emotions, breath, posture, and intention. Some call it aura, others call it energy, but whatever name you prefer, the effect is the same. People experience your presence as calming or agitating, grounded or scattered, open or guarded, even when you say nothing at all. To understand vibrational presence is to understand that you are always communicating, even in stillness, and that the quality of your life is deeply influenced by the quality of what you transmit. Your presence begins inside your nervous system. When your body feels safe, your breathing naturally deepens, your muscles soften, and your face relaxes. That internal ease radiates outward as steadiness and warmth. When your body feels threatened, your breath becomes shallow and your posture tightens. Your field contracts and others sense strain even if you are smiling. The most magnetic women do not chase attention because they cultivate safety within themselves first. People lean toward them because the body craves environments that feel regulated and coherent. You become that environment when you choose practices that regulate you. Vibrational presence is also a mirror of belief. The stream of thoughts that runs in the background of your mind does not stay in your head. It imprints your expression, your tone, and the pace of your movement. Quiet self-respect reads as calm authority. Harsh self-criticism reads as tension. If you want to elevate your presence, you must refine your inner dialogue. Speak to yourself with accuracy and kindness. Correct what needs changing without attacking your worth. The more consistently you do this, the more your energy settles into quiet confidence that others can feel without explanation. Emotions are energy in motion, and they shape presence more quickly than almost anything else. Suppressed emotion becomes static that clings to your field and confuses your signals. Processed emotion becomes clarity that brightens your field and clarifies your signals. This is why presence work is not performance. It is honesty. You do not force yourself to appear composed while you are burning inside. You pause, you breathe, you tell the truth to yourself, and you choose a response that protects your peace. The woman who can feel fully without drowning in feeling begins to glow from the inside because she has nothing to hide and nothing to prove. Alignment creates coherence, and coherence creates magnetism. Alignment means your values, your words, and your actions point in the same direction. When you promise yourself rest and then honor it, your body learns that your word is reliable. When you set a boundary and then keep it, your system relaxes into trust. This inner agreement shows up in how you walk into a room, how long you hold a gaze, and how you handle silence. People cannot always name what they sense, but they recognize congruence. It feels like relief. It feels like clarity. It feels like leadership without effort. Posture and breath are the physical tools of vibrational presence. A lifted chest and long spine tell your nervous system to open. A slow exhale signals safety more quickly than any mantra. Before an important conversation or entrance, place one hand on your lower ribs. Inhale gently through the nose and lengthen the exhale until you feel your shoulders drop. Then lift the crown of your head as if a thread were drawing it toward the ceiling. You are not striking a pose. You are giving your body a cue that it can be at ease. Ease reads as confidence far more convincingly than perfection. Attention is your most valuable currency, and where you place it determines your frequency. If you enter a room scanning for approval, your presence starts to flicker. If you enter offering centered attention to the moment, your presence steadies and expands. Replace the question, "Do they like me?" with "What is the most generous way to hold this space?" When your focus shifts from self-judgment to service, grasping dissolves and generosity takes its place. That shift is immediately felt as poise. Authenticity is the amplifier of presence. People are drawn to what feels unforced. This does not require confessional exposure. It requires sincerity. Let your words be simple and truthful. Let your gestures match your meaning. If you do not know the answer, say you will find it. If something is not acceptable, say so calmly. The absence of pretense creates trust, and trust heightens magnetism. Many try to appear confident by adding more, yet presence often strengthens when you remove what is performative and keep only what is real. Boundaries are vibrational before they're verbal. The standard you hold in your body will be felt before you speak it. Rushing to justify a limit weakens it. Standing in a clear, quiet no strengthens it. A boundary delivered with calm tone and steady breath communicates that your peace is not for sale. This does not harden you. It softens you in the right places because you are not bracing for impact. You are simply aligned with what you will and will not carry. Environment shapes frequency. Choose inputs that elevate you. Music that steadies your heart. Spaces that are clean and intentional. Conversations that respect your becoming. Silence that lets your system reset. This is not indulgence. It is maintenance. You are an instrument, and instruments must be tuned. 5 minutes of slow breathing with your phone in another room will change your presence more reliably than an hour of mindless scrolling. A glass of water and a short walk will restore more glow than another layer of makeup ever could. Reading a room is part of vibrational fluency. Pause at the threshold. Notice the pace of speech, the volume of laughter, the level of tension in shoulders and eyes. Then set your own pace a few degrees calmer than the room. Do not match chaos. Offer coherence. Speak a little more slowly. Smile from the eyes. Allow pauses that invite others to breathe. When your tempo is steady, you regulate the collective without forcing anything. Influence begins with rhythm. There are common ways presence becomes dim. Chronic comparison keeps your energy pointed outward, which fragments your field. People sense the hunger for validation and move away from it because it drains them. Overexposure dilutes mystery, which weakens magnetism. Harshness toward yourself leaks into tone and micro-expressions, which makes others brace. The solution is not performance but repair. Withdraw from noise that keeps you reactive. Rebuild quiet rituals that make you whole. Offer yourself the same patience you offer those you love. As your inner posture improves, your outer presence follows. Vibrational presence is not only for public moments. It matters in solitude, where you build the habits that carry into every space. The way you sit with your own thoughts teaches your system how to sit with the thoughts of others. The way you resolve your own tension teaches your body how to meet tension elsewhere. Private alignment creates public ease. You will not need to remember a script because your body will remember the state. As this skill matures, you will notice synchronicities. The right people feel at home near you. Conversations become more honest. Opportunities arrive with less forcing. None of this is magic. It is the natural result of coherence. You are no longer sending mixed signals to the world. You are living as a single, steady frequency, and life knows how to answer that. Your vibrational presence is your true signature. Hairstyles change, trends fade, scripts get forgotten, yet the feeling you leave behind remains. Aim for presence that feels like clarity, like steadiness, like breathable air. Cultivate it with breath, with boundaries, with honest emotion, with care for the spaces you inhabit. When you stand in that kind of alignment, you do not need to announce your worth. Your presence already has. Vibrational presence is the invisible signature that every human carries, a frequency that speaks louder than words and more truthfully than appearance. It is the essence that precedes you, defines you, and lingers after you've gone. You can sense it when someone enters a room, that subtle shift in atmosphere, the unspoken awareness that someone's energy has arrived before their body fully has. This is vibrational presence, the energetic conversation happening beneath physical reality. At its core, vibrational presence is not about how you look, but how you feel, not to others, but within yourself. It's the harmony or disharmony between your emotions, your thoughts, and your spirit. When these parts of you are aligned, your presence becomes powerful, magnetic, and calming. When they are fragmented, when your inner world contradicts your outer display, your energy feels inconsistent, confusing, and draining to others. People can't always identify why they feel it, but they do. Energy always speaks first. The science and spirit of vibration. Everything in existence vibrates. Science confirms that every atom, every cell, every emotion emits frequency. This is not mysticism, it is physics. Your body, being mostly water, acts as a conductor for vibration, meaning your thoughts and emotions ripple through your entire being like sound through an instrument. When your thoughts are heavy, the vibration slows. When they are elevated, filled with gratitude, confidence, peace, the vibration quickens. This vibrational rhythm is what others unconsciously respond to. Just as two musical notes can harmonize or clash, so can two human frequencies. When your vibration is high and coherent, you naturally attract people, opportunities, and experiences that match that state. When it is low or scattered, you attract confusion and resistance. Vibrational mastery is therefore not about pretending to be positive, but about maintaining inner coherence, a balanced, steady frequency that communicates peace, power, and authenticity. The feeling you leave behind. Your presence is not remembered by the things you say, but by the feeling you leave behind. That feeling is your vibration expressed. Some people leave a room and you feel relief. Others leave and you feel longing. Some calm the air, others drain it. To understand your vibrational presence is to understand your impact on others without words. It's to ask yourself, what do people feel in my company? Do they feel hurried, anxious, inspired, safe, or seen? This reflection isn't about external validation, it's about awareness. You cannot manage what you refuse to acknowledge. When you refine your vibration, you take ownership of your influence. You stop being a passive emitter of chaos or fatigue and become an intentional transmitter of peace. The inner sources of frequency. Your vibration is shaped by three main elements: thoughts, emotions, and embodiment. Thoughts are electrical. They set the tone of your frequency. Emotions are magnetic. They draw or repel. Embodiment grounds both. Your posture, breath, and presence anchor your energy into reality. When these three are in harmony, your energy field becomes coherent. People perceive this as charisma, beauty, or confidence, but what they're actually responding to is alignment. The woman who feels safe within herself naturally makes others feel safe in her presence. However, when these elements are in conflict, when you think one thing, feel another, and present something else, the vibration weakens. People sense the inconsistency. They may not know why they feel uneasy, but their bodies register the misalignment. This is why authenticity is so magnetic. It emits clarity. Presence begins in the body. Your physical state is the instrument of your vibration. The body cannot lie. It reveals what the mind denies. When your breath is shallow, your muscles tense, or your eyes dart, your energy communicates anxiety no matter how composed your words may sound. To strengthen vibrational presence, begin with breath. Breathing slowly signals safety to the nervous system, which immediately calms your frequency. A centered posture opens your chest and lifts your heart. Two small shifts that change how others experience you. When your body says, "I am safe," your vibration says, "You are safe with me." Movement is another silent language of vibration. Every gesture, tilt of the head, and turn of the body carries frequency. Graceful movement, born from awareness, transmits confidence and control. Harsh, erratic motion sends signals of inner turbulence. The body, when aligned with intention, becomes the most elegant amplifier of energy. How vibrational presence shapes perception. People perceive energy faster than intellect. You've likely felt it when you instantly like someone, trust them, or feel uneasy for no reason. That is vibrational perception at work. It bypasses logic and speaks directly to intuition. Your presence can communicate abundance or scarcity, confidence or fear, openness or defensiveness, all without a word. This is why presence matters more than performance. You don't need to prove value when your vibration already expresses it. Those who master vibrational presence often find that life begins to respond differently. Conversations flow more smoothly. Opportunities seem to appear at the right time. Love feels less like pursuit and more like resonance. This is not coincidence, it's coherence. Raising and maintaining your vibration. Raising your vibrational presence is a daily practice, not a one-time transformation. It involves choosing emotional hygiene over reactivity and authenticity over performance. To sustain high vibration, protect your energy. Limit exposure to people and environments that drain your peace. Practice stillness. Silence recalibrates your frequency faster than distraction ever can. Speak with intention. Words carry energetic weight. Use them as instruments, not weapons. Forgive quickly. Resentment is low vibration. It traps energy in the past. Express gratitude. Gratitude expands the heart, raising frequency instantly. Consistency turns these into your baseline. Over time, high vibration becomes your natural state, not your temporary mood. When presence becomes power, when your vibration is steady, you gain an unspoken authority, the kind that doesn't demand but defines. People feel drawn to you because your energy signals stability. You become the calm in their storm, the clarity in their confusion, the peace in their noise. This kind of presence doesn't chase, it attracts. It doesn't manipulate, it harmonizes. You stop relying on persuasion and begin to rely on alignment. And because the world reflects your internal state, the more peace you hold within, the more peace you find around you. The woman who understands vibrational presence doesn't need to convince anyone of her value. Her frequency does that for her. Becoming your own frequency. Ultimately, vibrational mastery is self-mastery. It is remembering that your energy is your message, your magnet, and your legacy. You can adorn yourself beautifully, speak eloquently, and move with poise. But if your vibration is dissonant, none of it will last. When you live in alignment, thinking clearly, feeling honestly, and acting intentionally, your presence becomes its own form of light. People may forget your name, but they will remember how it felt to be around you. That memory is your vibration, still echoing. Your energy is the language the world uses to recognize you. Speak it consciously, and everything around you will begin to listen. The unseen impression people feel about you. Every person carries an emotional temperature, an unseen force that others instinctively respond to. It's not something you can fake, decorate, or disguise, because it's not about appearance. It's about vibration. The unseen impression people feel about you, your energetic signature, is formed long before you speak. It's what people mean when they say, "She has something about her." That something is not a mystery. It's the magnetic coherence of your internal world. Your unseen impression is what remains when you're no longer physically present. It's how people remember you when your words fade, how they describe your aura even when they can't define it. Some people bring calm, others bring tension. Some feel like warmth, others like static. This energy, subtle yet unmistakable, is your true introduction to the world. Energy leaves traces. Every interaction leaves an emotional residue. Just as perfume lingers in a room after you've left, your energy leaves a trace in the hearts of others. If you move through life in fear, resentment, or judgment, those vibrations accumulate. They shape how people experience you and how they respond in return. On the other hand, when you move through life with empathy, clarity, and intention, your energy cleans the spaces you enter rather than contaminates them. Think about someone whose presence makes you feel at ease. They don't even have to speak. Their stillness itself feels like oxygen. Now think of someone whose company feels heavy, even in silence. The difference isn't personality, it's vibration. Energy transmits truth faster than language ever could. Your unseen impression is a reflection of your current emotional state, multiplied by the consistency of your spirit. You can't mask it, you can only refine it. Emotional echo and memory. People remember how you made them feel, not what you said. This is why some connections last decades and others fade after minutes. Every emotion you express, kindness, curiosity, impatience, indifference, echoes within the other person's nervous system. If your energy feels safe, they will subconsciously open. If your energy feels harsh, they will close. This is not manipulation, it's resonance. Your unseen impression is essentially an emotional memory you create in others. The question then becomes, what do I want to be remembered for? Not by title or achievement, but by emotional legacy. Do I leave people calmer, more inspired, more hopeful? Or do I leave them drained, self-conscious, or small? These questions reveal the emotional currency you bring into every space. Your inner climate creates the outer response. Your energy is the emotional weather of your presence. If you walk through life stormy, full of reactivity, tension, or suspicion, others will instinctively take shelter. If your inner climate is sunny, open, stable, forgiving, people will gravitate toward you naturally. The law is simple. People seek warmth and avoid coldness. It's not your responsibility to make everyone comfortable, but it is your responsibility to understand that your energy affects the environment around you. The goal isn't perfection, it's awareness. When you're aware of your emotional climate, you can adjust it before it unconsciously shapes your interactions. You can reset your vibration through a deep breath, a softening of the shoulders, or a shift in focus. Every adjustment within ripples outward. The mirror principle. People reflect what they feel from you. Humans are emotional mirrors. People subconsciously mirror the frequency they receive. When you're open, others open. When you're guarded, they become cautious. When you're centered, they settle. Your unseen impression acts as the emotional tone setter. For example, if you enter a meeting nervous but pretending to be confident, others might feel an unspoken unease. They may not know why, but their bodies pick up on your dissonance. However, if you enter grounded, acknowledging your humanity but trusting your preparation, your coherence calms the collective energy. This is the secret of true influence. Control your inner vibration and the outer energy follows. Authenticity as the root of resonance. The unseen impression that lingers most powerfully is authenticity. You cannot fake frequency. When your external presentation matches your internal truth, people feel safe around you. They sense integrity. This doesn't mean exposing every thought or emotion. It means allowing your presence to be congruent with your truth. Pretending drains energy. Authenticity renews it. The woman who no longer performs becomes luminous because her energy isn't fragmented by effort. She is free to simply be. And that stillness radiates more power than any performance ever could. How to refine your unseen impression. Cultivating a powerful unseen impression requires intention, not perfection. Try this simple awareness ritual. 1. Pause before entering a space. Take one deep breath and check your emotional state. 2. Set a vibration. Choose one word that describes how you want to be felt. Calm, confident, warm, wise, and align your posture and breath with it. 3. Listen more than you speak. Silence amplifies presence. 4. Leave spaces lighter. Whether through kindness, attentiveness, or humor, give more energy than you take. Over time, these small rituals will rewire your vibrational default from reactive to radiant. The silent power of presence. The most magnetic people rarely speak the loudest. Their energy does the talking. Their calmness signals authority. Their sincerity builds trust. Their warmth softens resistance. This is the paradox of vibrational power. The less you try to project it, the stronger it becomes. When your unseen impression is aligned with peace, you stop chasing validation. Life begins to reflect your serenity back to you through opportunities, respect, and love. People sense that you don't need them to see you, and that freedom makes them want to. Your energy as legacy. Your unseen impression becomes your emotional legacy, the silent proof of your evolution. Years from now, people may not remember your achievements, but they'll remember the safety, light, or inspiration they felt around you. That's what presence really is, the echo of your energy in the hearts of others. So the question isn't, do they notice me? The question is, what do they feel when they do? Because in the end, you are not remembered by what you show the world. You are remembered by what your energy taught it. Emotional hygiene and energy cleansing. Your emotional state is the filter through which you experience the world, and the residue of that state becomes the energy you radiate. Just as you shower to wash away physical dirt, your energy requires regular cleansing to release the emotional debris that accumulates from daily interactions. Emotional hygiene is not indulgence, it is survival for the spirit. It keeps your vibration clear, your thoughts balanced, and your presence magnetic. Without it, energy stagnates, moods dull, and intuition weakens. Think of your emotional field as a delicate ecosystem. Every conversation, image, sound, or thought you encounter introduces something new into it. When those experiences carry negativity, criticism, envy, stress, they cling to your energy. Over time, you begin to feel heavy, uninspired, or anxious for no obvious reason. This is energetic clutter. Emotional hygiene is the discipline of keeping that ecosystem clean and vibrant. Understanding emotional residue. We absorb energy constantly. A tense conversation can linger in your chest for hours. A stressful workday can hang around in your nervous system for days. Even digital spaces, social media, news, messages, carry frequencies that affect your mood and vibration. When you don't consciously release these imprints, they begin to alter your natural rhythm. Over time, emotional residue clouds perception. You might start reacting to life through yesterday's emotions instead of today's truth. This is why clearing energy is not about denial but renewal. You are giving yourself permission to start fresh, to let each day meet you as a new woman, not a reflection of your past tension. Energy is hygiene, not healing. Cleansing your energy is maintenance, not medicine. Healing addresses wounds. Hygiene prevents them from festering. Daily cleansing practices. 1. Breath as reset. Deep breathing is the simplest way to release stagnant energy. Inhale through the nose, exhale slowly through the mouth, and imagine exhaling anything heavy. The body follows the breath. When your breath slows, your vibration rises. 2. Water as conductor. Water absorbs and carries energy. A mindful shower, where you imagine the water washing away emotional residue, can completely reset your field. Add salt to a bath to neutralize dense frequencies. 3. Silence as medicine. Sit in silence for 5 minutes each day. No music, no phone. Just listen to your breath. Silence allows your energy to resettle, like dust sinking in still water. 4. Movement as purification. Walk, stretch, or dance. Physical motion helps emotional motion. Every sway and exhale releases energy that talking alone cannot. 5. Nature as cleanser. Sunlight, fresh air, and natural sounds recalibrate the body's electromagnetic field. A few minutes outdoors can do more for your energy than hours of distraction. Boundaries as prevention. Cleansing your energy is only half the work. Protecting it prevents buildup in the first place. Boundaries are the energetic equivalent of immune defense. Every time you say yes when you mean no, or entertain negativity to avoid discomfort, you allow energetic pollution into your field. Healthy boundaries are not walls, they are filters. They let love and joy flow in while keeping chaos out. When you respect your own energy, others learn to respect it too. And the more you protect your peace, the less often you'll need to restore it. The emotional diet. What you consume emotionally determines the flavor of your vibration. Just as junk food affects your body, emotional junk, gossip, envy, fear-based content clogs your energetic system. Choose what you feed your soul. Spend more time with people who inspire you, read things that expand you, and speak words that uplift you. These choices refine your frequency the same way nutritious food refines your health. Forgiveness as detox. Unforgiveness is emotional toxin. It keeps you tied to the energy of the wound. The moment you choose forgiveness, not as approval, but as release, you reclaim power from the past. Forgiveness raises vibration instantly because it frees trapped energy. You don't forgive because the other person deserves peace. You forgive because you do. Cleansing the mind. Mental clutter often becomes energetic clutter. Overthinking keeps energy looping instead of flowing. Practice mental minimalism. Focus on what you can control, accept what you can't, and redirect your thoughts to the present. The mind is a constant broadcaster. What it transmits, your energy embodies. Meditation, journaling, and affirmations are tools that help rewrite internal scripts and clear mental frequencies that lower your vibration. After cleansing, the glow of clarity. You will know you've cleansed effectively when your mind feels quieter, your body feels lighter, and your mood steadier. This state of clarity is not just peace, it's power. It allows intuition to become louder and discernment sharper. Opportunities and people begin to match your refined frequency. Clean energy amplifies magnetism. You don't have to chase experiences when your vibration is clear. Life finds you more easily because your signal is strong. Your energy is sacred. Treat your emotional field like sacred space. Keep it uncluttered, respected, and renewed. The practice of emotional hygiene is not about perfection, it's about presence. When you tend to your energy daily, you become your own healer, your own sanctuary. And the more you care for your vibration, the more your presence will quietly cleanse every room you enter, not through effort, but through essence. Aligning your inner energy with outer actions. Your life is always reflecting what you believe and how you feel, even when you're unaware of it. Every decision, habit, and relationship is a mirror of your inner vibration. If your thoughts are clear but your actions contradict them, you create energetic confusion, a misalignment between intention and behavior. Aligning your inner energy with your outer actions is how you turn spiritual awareness into tangible magnetism. It's what makes your presence believable, your goals attainable, and your energy trustworthy. Alignment is coherence. It's when your inner voice, emotions, and actions move in the same direction. When you're aligned, your life feels fluid, conversations unfold naturally, timing feels divine, and opportunities seem to appear effortlessly. Misalignment, however, creates friction. You may speak of peace but act from panic, desire love but operate from fear, pursue success but carry self-doubt. This dissonance drains your energy and clouds your presence. To align inner and outer energy is to live as one integrated signal, consistent, intentional, magnetic. The law of congruence. Everything in the universe seeks harmony. Energy cannot sustain contradiction. When your internal frequency, your thoughts and emotions, conflicts with your external choices, you experience resistance. This is why affirmations and visualizations sometimes fail. You can attract abundance while your actions broadcast scarcity, or manifest love while your energy resists vulnerability. True congruence means your vibration and your behavior match. You think abundant thoughts and manage your finances with discipline. You say you value peace and stop engaging in chaos. You desire love and practice openness. Every time your actions affirm your inner truth, your energy becomes stronger and clearer. The universe and people around you trust coherent energy. It's not what you say that magnetizes, it's what you embody. How misalignment feels. Misalignment shows up as tension, fatigue, procrastination, or self-sabotage. It's that subtle unease you feel when your soul whispers no, but your habits keep saying yes. When your energy and your actions move in opposite directions, you fragment your power. For example, if you crave serenity but spend your evenings doom scrolling or entertaining drama, your vibration sinks. You're feeding the very energy you claim to reject. The body responds to this dissonance through anxiety or burnout because energy cannot lie. Clarity feels light, misalignment feels heavy. The more you honor what feels light, the faster your vibration realigns. Living from intention, not impulse. Every aligned action begins with awareness. Pause before reacting. Ask, is this choice feeding my peace or my fear? Impulsive reactions come from emotional static. Intentional choices come from energetic clarity. A woman who acts with intention moves slower, but achieves more. She doesn't rush decisions or speak to fill silence. She aligns her outer actions with her desired vibration before responding. That is emotional maturity at its highest frequency, the ability to act from truth, not tension. Intention creates precision, and precision refines vibration. The moment you move from reaction to awareness, you reclaim your energy from chaos. Integrating the feminine flow with practical structure. Feminine energy thrives in intuition, but alignment requires structure too. Energy without form dissipates. Form without flow becomes rigid. When you merge intuition with discipline, your vibration becomes unstoppable. If your intuition says rest, but your schedule doesn't allow it, create boundaries that honor your body. If your heart says create, but fear delays you, take small actions anyway. Alignment doesn't mean perfection. It means movement in truth. You don't need to force balance. You simply need to listen. The body will always tell you when you're aligned. Peace feels like expansion. Resistance feels like contraction. Follow expansion. Energetic accountability. Alignment demands accountability. You must consistently ask, does this reflect who I am becoming? Every thought, conversation, and relationship either supports your vibration or distorts it. There is no neutrality in energy. Everything you engage with amplifies or drains you. This accountability requires courage. You may outgrow certain environments, habits, or connections. You may have to disappoint others to remain true to your energy. But peace built on self-betrayal is only temporary. Alignment requires integrity, and integrity always chooses long-term harmony over short-term comfort. When you hold yourself accountable to your vibration, you become a force of clarity in a world addicted to confusion. The energetic loop of action and reflection. Your vibration shapes your actions, and your actions reinforce your vibration. This loop is constant. When you take aligned action, even something small, your energy rises. That rise creates more motivation, more opportunity, and more coherence. It's how momentum is built. But when your actions contradict your inner truth, you create energetic friction that slows everything down. This is why self-sabotage feels exhausting. You're fighting your own frequency. Reflection restores alignment. At the end of each day, pause and ask, did my actions reflect my peace? Did my choices match my intentions? Did my energy stay authentic, or did I perform for approval? These questions bring awareness back to coherence, and coherence restores your magnetism. The frequency of integrity. Integrity is not a moral code. It's energetic truth. When you keep your promises, especially to yourself, you strengthen your vibration. Every broken commitment, even a small one, weakens it. When your words and behavior align, people trust you instinctively. They may not articulate it, but your vibration communicates reliability. Integrity creates safety, and safety creates attraction. In business, in love, in friendship. The woman who honors her word doesn't need to prove herself. Her energy has already done it. When energy and action become one, when your inner energy and outer actions merge, life begins to feel effortless. You stop chasing outcomes because you've become the vibration that attracts them. This is the essence of embodiment, turning wisdom into motion. You walk into rooms differently. You speak less but say more. People respond to your steadiness because it feels like truth. You no longer try to be magnetic. You simply are. This is what alignment looks like. Not perfection, but harmony. Not control, but coherence. When you live from this space, your energy and your reality move in rhythm, and your presence becomes its own form of power, creating an unforgettable first impression. Before you speak a word, the room has already decided how it feels about you. People form impressions in the first few seconds, not because they are shallow, but because the subconscious mind is designed to read safety, confidence, and authenticity faster than logic ever could. Your first impression is not simply about appearance. It's about the energy you project when you enter a space. It's the unspoken statement your body, breath, and presence make before your voice even joins the conversation. Creating an unforgettable first impression isn't about performance. It's about coherence. It's the art of showing up aligned, your inner peace matching your outer posture, your mind and energy moving in harmony. When you master this, people don't just notice you, they feel you. The science of presence. Humans are instinctive energy readers. Our nervous systems constantly scan for emotional cues, confidence or insecurity, warmth or tension, calm or chaos. In those first few seconds of meeting someone, the body reacts before the mind even interprets. If your energy feels grounded, people's bodies relax. If your energy feels uncertain, there's tighten. This is why first impressions are less about what you say and more about the vibration you bring into the room. When your frequency communicates safety, people trust you without understanding why. When it communicates self-assurance, they respect you without needing proof. Presence is therefore physiological, not performative. It lives in your posture, your breathing, and your stillness. The power of preparation. Magnetic first impressions begin long before arrival. The energy you carry into a space is determined by your inner preparation. If you rush, overthink, or rehearse endlessly, you arrive fragmented. If you breathe, center, and affirm, you arrive whole. Before entering any setting, whether a meeting, a date, or a social event, take 60 seconds to realign. Breathe deeply through the nose, release through the mouth, and imagine expanding your energy field outward like light. Tell yourself quietly, I bring peace with me. This tiny ritual changes everything. Instead of walking in seeking approval, you walk in radiating assurance. You no longer enter spaces to be accepted. You enter to offer your energy. Posture and poise as energy language. Your posture is your first paragraph. A lifted spine and open chest signal dignity. Shoulders rolled back, but relaxed communicate approachability without vulnerability. When you walk with balance, slow, steady, unhurried, you transmit emotional control. People subconsciously associate good posture with competence and self-worth. Slouching or shrinking sends the opposite message: uncertainty or apology. The goal is not to appear superior, but sovereign, comfortable in your skin, present in your movement, gracious in your stillness. Grace in posture tells others, I know who I am, and I'm at ease being her. The art of stillness. Stillness is the most underrated form of confidence. In a world addicted to speed, the person who can be calm instantly stands out. Stillness is not stiffness, it's centered awareness. It's knowing when to pause, breathe, and allow others to lean into your energy. You don't need to fill silence to appear engaged. You don't need to rush gestures to prove enthusiasm. Controlled stillness creates intrigue and power. It communicates focus, a presence that doesn't scatter with distraction. When your stillness is intentional, your presence becomes unforgettable. Eye contact and emotional clarity. Eye contact is a spiritual handshake. It's how energy acknowledges energy. Steady, soft eye contact signals openness without aggression, curiosity without neediness. Looking at someone directly, yet calmly, allows your energy to meet theirs in balance. Avoid darting eyes or forced intensity, both red as anxiety. Instead, practice rested attention, relaxed facial muscles, softened gaze, and a genuine focus on the person before you. You don't look to dominate, you look to connect. This level of emotional clarity communicates depth and confidence without saying a word. Vocal energy and the sound of confidence. Your voice carries your vibration. A rushed or high-pitched tone communicates nervousness, even if your words are confident.
Slow your speech.
Let silence punctuate your sentences. The space between words carries as much power as the words themselves. A lower, calm tone signals authority. A gentle rhythm signals composure. The goal is to speak like water, steady, clear, and flowing. When your tone matches your energy, people hear sincerity, not performance. Confidence in your voice is less about volume and more about intention. Speak from your chest, not your throat. Authenticity, the true magnet. You can sense when someone's charm is rehearsed. You can also sense when someone's presence is genuine. Authenticity is the soul of first impressions. When you're real, when your smile is unforced, your words sincere, and your body relaxed, people exhale around you. Authenticity doesn't mean revealing everything. It means showing up honestly. If you're nervous, breathe through it. If you're excited, let it show naturally. The mind trusts what feels consistent. When your inner emotion matches your outer expression, your energy becomes harmonious, and harmony is magnetic. Energetic memory, the impression that lasts. What people remember after meeting you is not your outfit or even your words, it's how they felt in your company. Did your energy feel grounded or scattered? Did they feel safe, inspired, or drained? That feeling becomes your energetic memory in their body. To create a lasting impression, focus not on impressing but on expressing your truest energy. Be warm but calm, open but self-contained, interested but not performative. When you leave, let your energy feel like fresh air after rain, cleansing, rare, and quietly beautiful. The alchemy of consistency. Your first impression is only powerful when it matches your continued energy. Inconsistency confuses vibration. If you begin with grace but operate with chaos, people will stop trusting your frequency. Alignment builds reputation. Let every interaction, small or grand, reflect the same steady vibration, calm, authentic, intentional. You become unforgettable not because of a single moment, but because your energy remains the same across them all. The woman who walks in harmony. When your inner peace meets your outer poise, you become harmony in motion. People notice your presence not because it's loud, but because it feels rare. You radiate assurance without arrogance, calm without apathy, and depth without demand. An unforgettable first impression isn't about trying to be remarkable, it's about being real in rhythm with yourself. That kind of presence cannot be imitated because it comes from inner alignment, not outer performance. And once you embody that, every room you walk into will remember the silence of your grace long after the sound of your voice fades. How to cultivate magnetic stillness. There is a moment before you speak, before you move, before the world reacts to you. That sacred pause between intention and expression. This pause is where your power lives. It is the space of magnetic stillness, the kind of presence that commands attention not through effort, but through calm. In a noisy world where everyone rushes to be heard, the woman who knows how to be still becomes unforgettable. Her silence is not emptiness, it is full of meaning. Stillness is not the absence of energy, it is the mastery of it. It is not about being motionless, but about being unmoved, centered, steady, and aware. It's the vibration of someone who has learned to regulate her emotions, channel her thoughts, and trust her timing. Magnetic stillness makes people lean in, not because she speaks loudly, but because her energy whispers with authority. The energetic science of stillness. Your body is an instrument constantly broadcasting frequency. When you are agitated, your vibration becomes erratic. When you are calm, your energy stabilizes into coherence, a steady rhythm that naturally synchronizes others around you. This isn't mystical, it's physiological. The human nervous system mirrors the most regulated energy in the room. When your presence radiates stillness, people's breathing unconsciously slows. Their hearts ease. They feel safe, often without realizing why. This is why true feminine power isn't loud, it's centered. Stillness is the sound of emotional mastery, and people instinctively trust it. Stillness as emotional authority. The woman who has mastered stillness does not need to rush to prove her point or defend her worth. She allows silence to hold space for her confidence. Stillness says, "I am certain of my truth. I don't need to convince you of it." In conversation, her pauses carry more impact than someone else's sentences. In disagreement, her calm tone diffuses chaos. Her composure becomes the unspoken leadership that others follow. Emotional authority is not about control, it's about peace. Stillness teaches you to respond, not react, to act from clarity, not from the noise of insecurity. When you stop needing to fill silence, you begin to master the art of energy, the magnetic rhythm of restraint. Stillness creates contrast. It is the pause in the music that makes the next note powerful. In the same way, restraint makes your presence magnetic. Most people overshare, overreact, and overcompensate because silence makes them uncomfortable. But stillness builds tension, and tension, when controlled, creates attraction. Magnetic women know when to hold back, when to let mystery breathe. They don't rush to fill space with explanation or apology. They let their energy speak. The power of stillness is that it creates anticipation, a sense of curiosity that keeps others leaning forward, wanting more. When you can remain still and self-possessed in moments where others would crumble or overperform, you exude the vibration of mastery. The relationship between breath and power. Your breath is the bridge between your inner energy and your outer expression. When you breathe shallowly, your body goes into survival mode, your energy contracts. When you breathe deeply and slowly, Your body expands into presence. Every exhale clears static. Every inhale resets power. Before entering an important space, a conversation, a meeting, or even a conflict, take a moment to align through breath. Let each inhale remind you that you are grounded. Let each exhale release all performance. This small act of energetic self-regulation transforms anxiety into magnetism. Controlled breath equals controlled energy. Controlled energy equals controlled outcomes. The feminine power of silence. Silence is not weakness. It's a statement. It communicates that you are comfortable enough within yourself to not need validation from noise. Silence can diffuse tension, reframe perception, and command attention. In relationships, silence allows space for reflection and curiosity. In conflict, it creates psychological power. It forces others to fill the space with truth. In social settings, silence laced with presence feels like mystery, not absence. When you no longer fear silence, you graduate from performing to embodying. You become magnetic by existing fully in your own vibration. Body language and energetic stillness. Stillness lives in the small details, in the grace of your hands, the steadiness of your gaze, the quiet confidence of your movements. Magnetic stillness isn't stiff, it's fluid control. You can move, speak, and express freely, but you do it with intention. Every gesture is deliberate, every pause meaningful. Your body tells the truth about your inner peace. If your hands fidget, if your legs tap, if your posture collapses, your energy leaks. But when your shoulders stay relaxed, your eyes steady, and your movements measured, your vibration communicates ease and assurance. That kind of stillness doesn't demand attention, it attracts it. Cultivating stillness in daily life. Stillness is a practice. You cultivate it through habits that regulate your nervous system and quiet the mind. Try these simple rituals. Begin each morning in silence before checking your phone. Let your energy wake before the world's does. Practice the 3-breath pause before responding to anyone. It trains patience and presence. Schedule moments of stillness throughout your day, even 2 minutes of deep breathing between tasks. Before sleep, release the day. Visualize your energy softening, resetting, glowing clean for tomorrow. Stillness grows in spaces where you refuse to rush. Stillness as magnetic confidence. Confidence is not loudness, it's stillness. The most captivating people are those who can hold presence without reaching. Stillness communicates self-sufficiency. I am complete, with or without validation. This energy draws others like gravity because it radiates both peace and strength. When your energy is still, people feel compelled to approach, to understand, to connect. You become the calm eye of the storm, unbothered, unshakable, self-contained. Stillness is confidence made visible. The legacy of still energy. Long after words are forgotten, people remember the peace they felt in your presence. That is the mark of magnetic stillness. It's what separates the woman who temporarily impresses from the one who permanently influences. When you can be still in a world that rushes, you become rare. When you can stay calm in spaces that crave attention, you become powerful. And when your energy holds steady even in uncertainty, you become unforgettable. Stillness is not passivity, it's presence refined. It's the quiet mastery that whispers, I am enough. I am here. I am whole. And in that silence, the world listens. The secret of her silent confidence. Silent confidence is not born from arrogance, attention, or dominance. It is the quiet flame that burns within a woman who knows herself, a confidence not shouted, but felt. It is the stillness in her eyes when others seek validation. It is the way she carries her presence, not because she needs to be seen, but because she already sees herself clearly. This kind of confidence is not taught in words, it is cultivated through awareness. It grows in the moments when she chooses peace over panic, authenticity over approval, and truth over performance. The secret of her confidence lies in her relationship with herself. She has learned that silence is not weakness, but power restrained. She no longer feels the need to prove her worth because she lives in the steady rhythm of knowing it. Her stillness, her calm, her restraint, these are not acts of suppression. They are the results of mastery. The world rushes. She does not. The world screams for attention. She moves through it like a calm tide, pulling everything toward her without effort. Confidence without noise. The confident woman does not compete for space. She creates it. She doesn't rush to be noticed because she understands that attention gained from noise is fleeting. Her energy is the conversation, her silence the message. When she speaks, people listen not because of volume, but because of vibration. There is something in her tone that says, "I have nothing to prove, only something to share." This is not indifference, it's composure. It's the ability to remain grounded even when the world tries to shake her. Her presence radiates balance. You can feel it before she speaks. Her energy communicates assurance without aggression, warmth without submission. The secret is that she is anchored in values, in vision, in emotional regulation. When others overreact, she observes. When others rush, she breathes. Her stillness speaks louder than their noise because it is authentic, not performed. The foundation of inner trust. Silent confidence is built on a foundation of self-trust. She has spent time with herself, time understanding her emotions, her reactions, her desires. She doesn't question her intuition. She follows it. Self-trust is the most intimate relationship a woman can cultivate, and it becomes the bedrock of her power. Every time she honors her boundaries, her self-trust deepens. Every time she keeps a promise to herself, her energy strengthens. Confidence without self-trust is performance. Confidence with self-trust is presence. You can always tell the difference. The woman who performs confidence is easily shaken when ignored. The woman who embodies confidence is unfazed. She knows her worth doesn't depend on recognition. It is self-sustained. The elegance of detachment. One of her most powerful secrets is detachment. She participates fully in life, in love, ambition, and conversation, but she is not defined by outcomes. She gives, but she doesn't beg. She loves, but she doesn't cling. She dreams, but she doesn't chase. Her energy communicates that she belongs to herself first. Detachment is not apathy, it's mastery. It is the art of engaging deeply while remaining emotionally free. When she doesn't need to grasp for control, life begins to flow toward her naturally. That is the essence of boundaries as a love language. Her confidence is also expressed through her boundaries. She doesn't scream them, she lives them. People can feel the line she won't cross before she ever speaks it aloud. Her boundaries are not walls, they are her self-respect translated into energy. She doesn't chase those who misunderstand her, nor does she over-explain. Silence, for her, is both shield and statement. It says, "If you can't feel my worth, words won't help you see it." This emotional discipline gives her presence weight. It's why she can enter a room softly, yet command attention, because people can sense that her energy is not available to everyone, only to what aligns with her peace. Stillness as strength. Stillness is not passivity, it's preparation. In her stillness, she listens, not just to others, but to her intuition. She studies the moment before reacting. She understands that impulsivity drains power, while patience amplifies it. Her stillness makes others speak more, reveal more, and respect more. It's not manipulation, it's magnetic intelligence. Her calm unsettles those addicted to chaos because it mirrors what they have yet to master, themselves. In her stillness, she reclaims control. It's her quiet rebellion against a world that equates noise with relevance. Confidence in authenticity. She doesn't confuse humility with invisibility. Silent confidence allows her to take up space naturally, through energy, not ego. She doesn't mimic trends or adjust herself to fit expectations. She understands that authenticity is the highest vibration of attraction. When she speaks, it's with conviction. When she listens, it's with intention. When she walks away, it's with grace. Every action is deliberate because it's rooted in alignment. Authenticity is what makes her unforgettable, not her words, not her looks, but her consistency. She is the same in silence as she is in speech, the same when adored as when unseen. Her energy doesn't fluctuate with attention, it holds steady in self-awareness. The power of non-reaction. Reaction is easy, restraint is power. Silent confidence thrives in emotional neutrality. When provoked, she doesn't meet chaos with chaos. She pauses, processes, and responds from clarity. This discipline disarms negativity and confuses those who rely on emotional triggers for control. She knows that reaction leaks energy, while restraint refines it. Her calmness becomes her weapon, her silence her armor. The world mistakes her quiet for weakness until it realizes it can't move her. She doesn't need to shout to be heard because her vibration already speaks volumes. Her energy as legacy. The most magnetic thing about her is not what she says or wears, but how people feel around her. Her energy carries safety, warmth, and certainty. She makes others feel seen without needing to center herself. People may forget her words, but they never forget her energy. She leaves rooms softer than she found them, hearts calmer than before she arrived. That is the essence of her silent confidence. She doesn't just occupy space, she elevates it. Her legacy isn't in the volume of her voice, but in the vibration of her presence. And when she leaves, her energy lingers, like the last note of a song you can't stop hearing. That is her secret. She doesn't chase power. She is power, refined, embodied, and undeniably radiant. Thank you for listening to this chapter of Becoming Her. If you haven't subscribed to the Book Club podcast yet, go ahead and do that so you can stay updated on every new release. You can also find this book on Amazon in paperback and Kindle formats if you'd like a physical or digital copy. And if you found this episode helpful, share it with someone who might benefit from it as well. See you in the next chapter.